I like this one though. There's like color and like weird things here. What the? Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is RicketyGames. I'm Sydney and today we are back with Pacific Drive. So just to catch you up on what I've done a little bit, I actually managed to make some steel panels for our car. We have a real car, you guys. It's kind of insane. And we have steel bumpers as well on both sides. I didn't have enough steel to make this door and the two back panels, but I would say a majority of the car is better than none of the car. We have steel bumpers on both. That's what I started with because I figured that's, you know, we run into things a lot. So those are most important. I also improved the antenna on the roof, and I also gave us a little radar scanner gun thing here. Oh, it's like a gun. Whoa. Oh, okay, I gotcha. So this is because like when we go for, so I made an anchor radar, which is what I'm holding right here. This is because like you can only see the anchors on your map in your car. So I guess if you go wandering around, you can go find things. That's interesting. And yeah, so we should be pretty upgraded. I tried to play a little bit more with the fax machine, but it's kind of hard to navigate. I did the Tinker Station again, but I have no more guesses. I got really close like a previous video and I got 2 out of 4, but then you're out of guesses, you're just out of guesses the whole game, I guess. It's kind of weird. There's no like reset system that I can tell. Car is all fixed up and ready to go, and we are ready to chase up Tobias's marker, which is somewhere around here, so let's get to it. Also, I kind of had some interesting story things as I was like doing my car. So here's that. It's like we have a real car. Ah! It's very exciting. Okay. Also, as a side note, it's interesting because like the longer you go out, the more damage to your car. So the more damage to your car, the more you have to like sit here and fix it. And ideally upgrade it, obviously, because like the further out you go, the more damage you take. You need upgraded stuff in order to take that damage, right? So you end up just spending more time like on your car in general. As you're seeing, like there's more and more montages that are in like my videos because you have to spend more and more time like fixing up the car. And likewise, by the game's like story, the driver is becoming more and more driven by the remnant, right? Driven mad and obsessed with it. So it's paralleling the story, right? The driver becomes more obsessed with the car. The player has to spend more time with the car, fixing it up and stuff like that. So just like trying to tie some parallels together. And now that you're all caught up, now let's do Tobias's marker. So he's over here. Damn, he's far. Okay. Oh no, I can. Interesting. 6 hours. Okay, so I gotta go through 2 super unstable places. Well, no time like the present. Let me and my cactus shifter right there and my dolphin antenna right there. Let's do it. Okay, baby. We're going. Oh, my car's just gonna have these quirks for the rest of the game because I guess I can't tinker and fix it now. It's fine. I figured out the lights thing. It's like when I pull really hard in a specific direction and hold it, like the car shuts off the headlights. But I can't figure out like the other underlying causes, so that's why I got the 2 out of 4 with the Tinker Station. A little sad, not gonna lie. So can I just skip? No. I have to go in order. I already got over here though. Okay, fine. One at a time we do. So that means we gotta go through the darkness again. That's gonna be fun. This one's a straight shot highway, so we've already seen this a bunch of times in the last episode, so I'll just get to the other side and I'll see you guys there.
Hey, driver. Sorry about all that mess with Oppie. There's no question. Oppie is a once-in-a-generation genius. I've watched her manipulate wavelengths with nanometer precision without batting an eye. So, yeah, to see her go from being the sharpest person in the room to what she is now is disappointing. This place, it leeches away your sanity day by day. So for Oppie to live here in complete isolation, locked away with only bad memories and expired medication, nothing good comes of that.
I'd feel a hell of a lot better if I knew why she suddenly cares so much about the remnants.
Whoa. No sooner did I sign off, did they start talking. I mean, we don't know Oppie, but she seems like she's sane. Like, she doesn't seem like she has lost it that much. But they obviously know her a lot longer than we do. I think she's just not letting them in on her plan or what she's been doing for all this time. They obviously had a huge falling out. And they haven't talked, it seems like in a couple of years, maybe? And a long while at least. And it seems that she's been up to something, and they obviously don't know what it is, and it's linked to the remnants. And maybe that's the only thing left to study here. I don't know. But either way, Oppie doesn't strike me as someone who's lost any bit of that genius.
Speaking of Oppie, you're not gonna like this, Francis, but I'm starting to think we can't do this alone. Look, it's not that I doubt our abilities, but no one knows the zone like that old bat.
You heard what she said. She'll sabotage this remnant before helping us.
Right. Well, she'll come around to our charms.
No, she won't. Nothing in the 13 years we spent in R&D proof that she's open to working with anyone. She dug her heels in so deep that she wrestled everyone down into the grave with her. I can't be involved if she is.
Well, there's our answer. 13
what
years.
What are you talking about? This is the entire reason we stayed behind, to write the record of the zone. Not about the experiments and the technology, but to tell the legends of the land.
I don't want anything to do with her. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want her advice. I don't want to hear her goddamn voice.
This isn't like you. What's going on, Francis? Is there something I should know?
No.
All your work in limb R&D, all the time you spent, your entire career, your entire life. You sacrificed it all for Ada, and how did they thank you? With a black hole in your resume, where you can't tell anyone what you did. You couldn't even tell people where you wiped your ass for 10 years. So no, I'm not letting this go. Not for me, but especially not for you.
That's not... Never mind.
You know, sometimes I wonder, how much of you staying here was actually to hunt these legends? Or if it was because you had nowhere else to go.
The radio is on, guys. Like, I feel like that's a conversation that wasn't for us. But... Oh. So, okay, Francis has something going on. I don't think it's about his life and the work and with Arda. I think he cares something about Poppy. Oppie. Wrong game. I think he cares something about Oppie. I wouldn't say that they're in a relationship or anything, but I think there's something that he knows, because he's been the one who's so far been the most like moral based. Like, he's like, I don't want to kill anybody, I don't want to hurt anybody. He's in research and stuff for a reason, whereas Tobias, I guess, is just interested in the zone and what it is. Because, like, he's just said more than the experiments and the stuff that they were supposed to be doing here, he just wanted to write the record of the zone and the legends in it. So that's interesting. Okay, we're starting to learn a little bit more about each of them. Tobias's motivation, I think, is clear, at least why he's in the zone. Netflix, here we come! Those, like, little lights and that stuff. But Francis, we don't know what his motivation is yet. And Abby, I feel like we don't know what her motivation is towards the driver, but she created limb technology that was all to do with the zone, so she wouldn't leave it behind, I don't think. Alright, we gotta get past up this way. I'm gonna grab this anchor and then be on the way because we need more stable energy. We need unstable energy too. I don't know which one that one is, but I'll grab it regardless. And then be on our merry way. Got radiation here. It's a stable one. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, I think we're safe. I had to book it there for a second. The instability was coming because I took the anchor. So, okay. I understand. I just need that stable anchor energy. Alright, here we go. Into the midnight zone, I think. Sweet darkness, my old friend. Yep. Ugh. Oh, I guess I could have taken a different path right there. Did you see that? Whoops. Alright. Eerie darkness and intense radiation. Sounds like a good night to me. Oh, we got unstable anchors in here too, right? Because everything's fucked up. Oh, whoa. Well, don't do that. Can I please, please? Whoa there. The headlights thing drives me crazy. The happy hair. Get the fuck off. Whoa there. Oh, 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 oh. Touch my beautiful steel car. Stable anchor. Steel ass is for me, not for bunnies. Alright. I need to turn this way? I didn't see. I went to the first red dot, but I didn't see anything. Just creepy towers in the middle of nowhere. Okay. We're also out of the darkness. Finally. So on we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, baby, out of the darkness. Yeah. Okay, so we can take the long road. Or the wall crossing. Yeah, no, let's just get to it. High instability. Heh. 300 logbook entries, nice. Okay, so where are we going in here? I don't know if we've been in this area. As I slowly drift forward, it's very safe. Ooh, there's a tape here. Let's get the tape. Maybe I'll also loot some stuff while we're here. Alright, we're gonna straight shot straight through. What is that? Cough box? Ooh. I'm good, thank you. Alright. At least it's like day-ish. Yeah, uh-huh. Oh, these are fun though. Whee! I mean, it's not good for my car at all. But it's very exciting. I mean, I wish we could like upgrade our car to fly or something. I mean, fuck. That'd just be fun. Or like to do that on purpose. Like if you're trying to go up a hill or like down a hill without crashing into every little thing. That'd be fun, no? Yeehaw! Whoa there. Those are mannequins? Partially mannequins. Get off that. Something keeps turning on my friggin' radio. There's very Annihilation vibes over here. Especially when you see the mannequins. But these ones seem to have like roots for legs. Very creepy. Okay, we need to kind of go straight into the spooky forest. So we're gonna go straight into the spooky forest. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't stop any of that from happening. But I didn't have as much damage taken, so that's good. I saw the rock, I was like, you know, it could be tiny, and then as we got closer, it got bigger. And that wasn't, let's not. So many things happening. Okay, we're by an anchor. I really want to take it, but I also don't want to fuck up everything. Let's get the tape first. We need that on... What was happening? Oh, come on! The instability's happening anyway. They did say there was high instability here. I see it though. What? It's a fence! I can't run over a fence? Ooh, ooh, ooh! That's acid! Ooh! Did you see that? It came out of my car. Ooh, that's acid. And the only reason I know it's acid is because I was looking through the upgrades. It said something like you could upgrade your car for acid.
Welcome
but
back.
We're jamming.
This is Frequency File, Episode 2.
In the last episode, I told you about the curious case of Dr. Ophelia Turner. When it comes to this enigmatic individual, one of three versions is true. Myth, martyr, or monster. To be
Okay.
able to weigh her in turns as heretic, genius, or scapegoat, we must first set the stage. When I started down this path to discover who she was, what she did, and ultimately what happened to her, I didn't expect it to lead me to one of the strangest mysteries of the Pacific Northwest, the Olympic Exclusion Zone. But let me rewind a bit. In Northwest Washington State, there are 3,600 square miles of vibrant wilderness called the Olympic Peninsula. Bounded by water on three sides, it was a wonderland for outdoorsy types, with snow-capped mountains and salmon-bearing rivers and pristine rainforests. Up until 1955, it was the residence of 100,000 people, including Ophelia Turner. It was her birthplace, her hometown, and, it turns out, ground zero and sacrificial lamb for the promise of limb technology. In true fashion, the government never comes out and says that's what led to the creation of the Olympic Exclusion Zone. But the chain of events were in plain sight. Strange accidents, leading to the government's claim of eminent domain and subsequent seizure of the peninsula. The evacuation of 100,000 people and the attempt and abject failure at containing the rumors that spread like wildfire. Because it turns out, even with the government's resources at your disposal, keeping secrets is a tricky business. You can bet there was plenty of talk as a result. Lucky me, because I had plenty of questions.
You had plenty of questions? Continue. I was just gonna change the gas in my car while I was listening to your interesting stories. Yeah, we're running out of gas. This is the first time I've had to use my spare tank. Oh, that's pretty good. Nice. Should turn the car back on. There we go. Is that where the tape ends or what? Yeah, it's where the tape ends. That was a really weird end. It's like in the middle of, I feel like it was in the middle of her sentence. I was like, did I turn it off or what? Also, we're going kind of the wrong way. How do we get to the... Not the bridge, then. So what, we go down? Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, whoa there. Hello, friends. How's it going? Don't mind me. Alright, here we go. Now we're on track to get out of this weird place. I like this one though. There's like color and like weird things here. What the fuck? The fuck? I almost got taken out by a fucking... What the? It's not even a meteor or something. Sorry, I have to go look. If there's another one hits my car, it's my fault. What the fuck is that? Payload. When the sky turns against the zone and its residents, as it so often does, sometimes it comes bearing gift. Gifts? What? Is this a gift? Do we get to take stuff out of it? Wait, oh my god, we do! What the fuck? Insulated bumper? What? I thought I for sure was gonna get killed. What the heck? That's actually fucking awesome. Danger. Well, that's not good. Yeah, radiation's coming for me. Oh, not good at all. Oh my god. I need to get all this stuff. I'm trying to run. This is so bogue. I want this stuff. Oh, we got it. Okay, we got it. We got it. I am aware. Nope, that one's full. Okay. Load enough items to fill 150 inventory slots. That's wild. Wow! Okay, I'm gonna take a health item because we need it. But wow! And here I thought I was gonna get killed! I mean, if I was driving and it hit me, it totally would've. But that was fucking cool. I mean, it was horrifying. Well, not horrifying, it was terrifying. But it was cool. I didn't know I should be looking into the sky though for fucking incoming payloads. Yeah, baby, we made it. I guess instability means anything insane can happen. Oh boy. Okay.
Are you ready, driver? Okay, first off, I've loaded up 3 locations on your ARC device map.
I'm listening.
See them? Yeah, head to whichever strikes your fancy.
You're sending them to the visions?
Sure am. We're going to use this.
My optical vassalizer. We shouldn't use that.
Why not?
I mean, it's been decades. No way that thing is in any sort of working shape.
I've been fixing her up in secret, and I'm sorry. Don't be mad. It's gonna be a surprise for your birthday.
Oh.
Oh, I've gone ahead and made an itty-bitty modification to your headset, driver. I've hooked up the
What?
vassalizer here to modulate your scan function. Think of it like an extra layer of mayonnaise on your technology sandwich.
What are you using the vassalizer for?
Francis, he's like, excuse me?
No spoilers. We have to tell the story from the beginning. Drive.
Yeah, would you?
Get ready to feast your eyes on the visions.
Should I be happy about this? I don't know what these are. I also don't know if you guys are really the whole, good... the painter.
So we told you about the mass hallucination. Hundreds of people, 30 seconds of crazy, yada yada.
I mean, kind
There
of, but
was
not
one
really.
instance where that event and the remnants intersected. The story of Laura Cesari.
Okay.
Laura worked at ARDA as an executive secretary. She put in her hours, but she spent her evenings with a real passion. Painting. When the hallucination event swept through, Laura was overtaken like everyone else. But for her, the visions didn't stop. She tried painting them, but grew frustrated at her inability to recreate what she saw. Now at first, Anna wrote her off as one of the many whose brains got scrambled by what they saw. Until Laura stumbled across a rusty can of paint in the woods. It was a remnant. Once she started using this paint, the visions in her paintings began to come true. She painted feverishly for over a year, chasing the visions the entire time. Until the day the paint ran empty.
And then she disappeared. Like all remnant holders do.
Now that we know the remnants and the mass hallucination are related, maybe Laura's visions can help us out.
Maybe her visions can help us. Oh, there's a lot of radiation here. Okay, I'm going. So we're chasing her paintings then? Whee! I mean, it's kind of fun. What are those big red things? Oh man, I don't want to stray, but at the same time... Also, there's a remnant ghost here. I hit every button at the same time. What are these? Giant orbs.
This is where your theory comes in, Francis. You tell him.
Oh, look at me babbling away. Francis, you explain it. It's so good.
No, it's just... I'd rather not.
We drive across.
Well, we talked about this. You should be proud of your word. Toot your own horn.
Not this time.
Okay, well, Francis' theory, his entire branch of research
I'll tell them
was
anyway.
that the zone exhibits a property seen nowhere else on Earth. Every phenomenon that occurs here leaves its fingerprint forever on the physical space. So he created this device to pick up on these, some physical after effects. How did you explain it? It was like identifying a whale's favorite color using only the wake it leaves behind. The rest was science mumbo jumbo.
It's a form of electromagnetic imprint. Anyway, it was a long time ago.
And what a better time than now to try it again.
These two, I swear. So this is one of her paintings?
The Great Pile Up. You know, if you catch the mural at the right angle, when the moon is right overhead, you can spot the helmsman's body in one of the boats.
No chance. It's a paint smudge, nothing more.
Believe me, it's true. I've seen it.
Interesting.
Hey, is it just me, or did this mural look different before?
Probably the instability messing with the paint
Wait,
over
it's
time.
moving.
It's been decades after all.
Nah, something's...
It's changing.
Something's definitely off. Hey, where's our old notes from when we took a field trip out that way?
Oh, shit.
Driver, why don't you go ahead to the next one while we investigate this?
It's moving, and there's like some serious radiation coming towards us as well. Okay, we go. The mysterious helmsman?
I'm telling you, the helmsman never made it out of the zone. He died here.
Not this again. I still don't know why you're so convinced he existed in the first place.
Driver, back me up here. This is how the story goes.
I haven't been here, man.
72, a ship set sail down the Columbia River 100 miles east of here. The
Okay.
helmsman was overcome by bad weather, and while in a particularly foggy patch, the boat hit something, and the impact threw him from the deck. When he woke up, he was on a boat on this very lake, smack in the middle of the zone, with no idea how he got there. He
What
had
the
with him
fuck?
a
What the
ridiculous
fuck?
amount of cash and paid anyone and everyone to get him out of the zone. But no matter how he tried to leave, on foot, in a transport, he would always head into a fog and reemerge on another boat. At last count, the Great Pileup was 20 boats high and 30 boats wide.
Whoa.
A limb duplication glitch, nothing more.
Duplication.
Of all people, blaming limb tech instead of a good old-fashioned mystery?
It doesn't add up. Arda's favorite pastime was carting people out of the zone. How could someone actually fail to escape? And a
Well-
mysterious man with a backpack full of cash, and the one place he can't spend it. Seems awfully fishy to me.
Interesting. Is this oil? No. Oh, well, it's gone now. I was gonna see if we could fill up quickly. We're getting a lot more context here. This is great. See, I like, but the princess like back me up here. I'm like, man, I have been here like maybe 48 hours. Like, I can't really back you up for any. Fuck. That was really unfortunate. I thought I would miss. I thought I would miss the thing. Well, the structural integrity of my quit it. My God, my poltergeist in my car. We gotta go that way. Well, oh boy, my car is having a day. It's fine. I lost my train of thought, but it's interesting because like we haven't been here that long, but they're. Oh, that's an unstable anchor. We do need unstable energy. I don't know how much of a great idea this is, but you know what? It's fine. Stop it. Stop it. Fuck. Oh my God. I'm trying to get in quickly and I've hit every wrong button. Or I've looked at every wrong. Oh my God. Just get in the fucking car. We're fine. We're doing great. Shut up. What is that? Do you see it? What is that? It looks honestly like it could be something good for us. Well, not good for us, but like a resource. Neon reef? Oh God, I can't. We need a vacuum. Fuck. I don't have a vacuum? Okay, apparently I don't have a vacuum or the means to make a handy vac. Oh well. It does look like something we can grab though. It said we could suck off the jewels or something that's on it. Whatever the shiny flower fruit things are. Good thing I'll have a lot of health items. Oh my God, I need gas again. This is bad. This is really bad. I need gas. Son of a bitch. We're close to the second mural. I think what I'll do is I'll go to the second mural, then I'll go siphoning for gas. Oh yeah, look it. See, they can take the pink things off of them. Okay. Very interesting. But also super fucked, my car. Alright, alright. Let's take a chill pill. Here it is, here it is, here it is. We got it, we got it, we got it. Alright. Woo! Oh, turn the car off, please. Okay, okay, okay. Turn that off. Alright.
Ah, the Bigfoot mural. My personal favorite.
Is that all you have to say for it?
What, did you see that, Francis? Oh boy, Francis. Look,
It's
look,
changing.
Look here. It's different from our sketch when we visited in '82.
It's all scrambled, but the shape seems familiar. If you tilt your head, doesn't that kind of look like Mount Olympus?
Oh, Francis, you flippin' genius! It absolutely is. Wait, let's look back at the first one. What's different there?
That shape right there, is that Hook Valley?
Holy smokes! Oh, wait, pull up all the topographical maps of the peninsula. If we look around the areas where you'd get that view of Mount Olympus... See, Francis? I told you your basilizer would work.
I don't think this is the basilizer's doing.
Driver, we're on to something. Get to that third vision.
Yes, sirs. I will do. I like they get so excited and we have no fucking clue like what they're excited about. He's like, oh my god, it looks like this place that you've never been to.
Driver, if you come across a mushroom like the one in the mural, do not eat it.
Oh.
No matter how tasty it might look.
You're speaking from personal experience. And let me tell you, it wasn't pretty.
Oh, just thinking about it makes me want to puke all over again. You've probably passed the biogenerators by now. They're our source of power in the mid-zone, and one of the best demonstrations of renewable limb tech. Yes, these battery farms keep our lights on, but more importantly, they're also the only place in the entire zone where anomalized mushrooms grow.
And guess who turned out to be the world's biggest fan of those mushrooms? Bigfoot itself! And the vision foretold its arrival in the zone.
It started when those pods hanging from the battery farms were found chewed up. At first, they blamed it on the local wildlife. This was back when we used to have some. Then, the sightings of 10-foot-tall creatures started that didn't attract much attention on their own.
Not until the first footprints were found. The Olympic Peninsula has always had a collection of Bigfoot sightings, but they were rare until Bigfoot had its first taste of the anomalized mushrooms. Then it couldn't stay away. And that's when the Squatches came knocking. They jumped the walls, set up camp, and they got to investigating. Once they learned of the Sasquatch's appetite for these mushrooms, they cultivated entire farms of the stuff.
For months, they propagated mushrooms and set traps. And for months, evidence mounted that Sasquatch was making its rounds and evading those traps. Until one night, the experts disappeared.
Bigfoot got them, no question.
Come on, all 8 at once? How is that possible?
Never get in the way of a hungry Sasquatch.
Never get in the way. All right. Duly noted.
So about that last vision. I can't. Yeah, I can't even look at it. Francis, you explain it.
Maybe you've already seen them, driver. A freestanding bright blue door in its frame, out in the wilderness with nothing around it. If you do see one, don't get anywhere close to it.
Freestanding
I don't
frame?
want to talk about it.
He was pretty close to a doorway when it opened. It's called the inverting doorway. When the door is shut, it's safe. But once in a while, it opens, and everything near it is turned inside out. Its victims are mostly bears, squirrels, and birds.
Inside
They all
out?
go through hell. Meat and bones on the outside, fur and feathers on the inside. It's not fun to see.
Ew.
Once, a group of hikers didn't heed the warning, and
No, we're done here, driver. If you see one, you stay away from it. That's all you need to know. Let's go.
Nice. All right. Well, that one could use a little. Tires are totally fine, man. Alright, we're doing pretty good. As far as like damage to our car goes. Alright. Alright. We're doing better. Next one. It's the far one. On we go. Their stories are very interesting, and we need to hit up gas when we can. So if I see a car, I'll stop by it. Because we really need to get some gas. Or we're going to be traveling on foot. And that's never good. Oh, case in point. Do you have any gas for me? Oh, you do. Oh, fuck. There's radiation. Always. Gimme. Fuck. Oh, but not here. Just where the car is. Good. I'm so glad. We could use all the gas we can get. That's pretty good, actually, but there's still a little bit more, so I'm gonna get it. At the cost of my own health. For like 2 seconds. Nice. Okay. Put that back. Trunk gunk. That's what they call it. Alright. A little bit of heal. A little bit of get gone. Alright. I love that our car can just drive in the water, like, fuck it. Alright. So we're like kind of... There we go, there's the road. Let's stay on it. We got a little bit more to go. The deeper into the zone we go, the more interesting the environments are. Because it's more unstable. Yeah, we need to go... Shopping cart. We need to go this way. There we go. I see it. Straight ahead. Yeehaw! Oh no, it's a doorway. Weren't you guys just saying about these aren't good?
The inverting doorway.
Ugh. I don't like this one.
He's like, we're not gonna talk about it. Also in 1962.
Oh, bingo!
See that pattern in the last mural? That flower only grows above a certain elevation. Put the 3 locations together and you've got a square mile in the northeast corner of the deep zone. Huh. The visions were pointing towards something the entire time.
Hey, Oppie, you can stop pretending to ignore us now. Take a look at this fine work. We've pinned down the location for the source of the mass hallucination.
Okay, source is a
That's
strong
where the driver
word.
needs to go.
Well, what do you know?
Well, I knew the basilizer worked. What did I tell you, huh?
He still doesn't know, Francis.
Know what? Oppie?
Not my story to share.
Yeah, see, there it is. Francis knows something. Francis and Oppie, they know something. Something more than Tobias. Something bad. Or
My
something
theory.
dangerous.
And that basilizer, they're,
Illegitimate.
Wait, what are you saying?
I built that device to prove my imprint theory, and it was on the verge of getting the results I needed. But my research funding was running out. So, I forged the data. Not much, just enough to justify more time. I was so close. I knew the breakthrough was right around the corner. But Arda found out. That's why I was reassigned and my clearance revoked.
Wait, you told me you changed labs voluntarily.
8 years of research with nothing to show for it. And then for that to happen, I couldn't face you.
That doesn't mean your theory is wrong. I still think there's something to it. There's a common thread with some of the remnant stories, like the telephone switchboard, the ones that seem to recall the past somehow. Maybe the remnants access those imprints, read them like a needle in the groove of a record.
Don't. You don't have to do that. It's in the past. I don't care about it anymore.
You clearly do, though. If it hurts you this much now to talk about it.
But listen, I've got this suspicion, right? If we can just get the car to the mass hallucination source, what do we find that can prove your theory? It's worth a try, isn't it?
I mean, what do you guys have to lose?
I'm tired of trying, Tobias. I've tried all my life, and it didn't go so well.
Look, I don't have one of those fancy degrees that you and Oppie have. The closest I ever got to science was wiping down your lab benches. But I saw the incredible things that you did with your research.
Yeah, well, Arda didn't think they were incredible.
I don't care about Arda. I believe in you. Always have.
Aww.
I'm sorry. I can't do this with her. Oppie led the disciplinary committee that stripped my clearance and demoted me to a glorified intern. She sat there and decided how best to humiliate me. I never asked for anything. This one time I do, so I would never have to talk to Oppie again. You didn't listen. Your remnant was more important than what I wanted.
Francis, I didn't mean...
I've had enough.
He didn't know. That's a really good microphone.
He'll come around. Sorry, driver. We'll see you back at the auto shop.
I figured as much. Okay, whoa there. That was like all of the story in the nutshell that you need. So Tobias, he's not one of the science types. The way that he talks about the remnants and like he's been learning all of the information through Francis and through Oppie and through just living and existing in the zone for this long. I mean, obviously he's incredibly knowledgeable, but he wasn't the science type. That explains his like unbelievable optimism towards everything. He doesn't have the doubts and the thought process that Oppie and Francis go through when they're like, oh, but this, but not that, but you know, this is this kind of like way of thinking and going through all of the different scenarios, and most of them are bad. Tobias is like, well, you just need one right way to get through it, or like one lead to get you through it. He's still got that like spark of curiosity and positivity, whereas Francis and Oppie have lived their entire lives doing the science they were supposed to do, and it blew up in both of their faces. The limb technology turned out to be devastating because obviously it's what caused all of this instability within the zone. It also isolated Poppy. Oh my god, Poppy. I keep saying Poppy. It also isolated Oppie from everything. This was her home, and she destroyed it with the technology that she created, this area. And also, I mean, look at where it is now. Arda and all these people, they're all defunct. They're all trapped here, and they can never leave. And it seems like Oppie is almost punishing herself for that by staying in the zone. And Francis was a part of research and development, and a big part of that is just researching constantly, and that research often leads to a lot of dead ends. It helps find the right ways to go, but I mean, it's still so much for so little. And Francis, it looks like he was so close to getting stuff, and then it got shut down, and Oppie was responsible for that. Partially responsible for that, if not directly responsible for that, as he said. She was on the board, she was a part of it. So that's very telling of the relationship between the three of them. And Tobias is, I guess, just this happy-go-lucky friend who was not a scientist type. Seems like maybe a janitor type, but somebody who was curious and fascinated and believed in the work that they were doing there and believed in the people more than anything. And, I mean, honestly, you know, what the fuck? Honestly, you know, the roles that Francis and Oppie played, obviously very important, but you almost need somebody like Tobias to keep going, because you're not going to be able to keep going with, you know, they need each other. I mean, Francis is weighed down by his shortcomings. Oppie is weighed down by her accomplishments. Tobias has none of that. They need him. I mean, if it weren't for Tobias, I feel like Oppie and Francis would have just kind of disappeared into oblivion forever. Is that a fish that I just ran over? What did I just run over? Honestly, it's reminding me so much of Alan Wake right now. I mean, obviously very different from games perspectives and things like that, but the dynamic between a lot of the characters, you have somebody the driver, who can wield these weird remnants things. Like, we're not going quite as insane, like we're not losing control, at least not right now. So we seem to be able to do relatively fine with the remnant that has us, that has control over us. So it's almost para-utilitarian-like. And then you have Oppie and Francis that would be a part of like the FBC that are like in control of the work and the study of what's going on here. And then you also have a janitor type who knows a lot more than what you would expect and is kind of holding people together. And he's obviously not like an all-powerful being that knows more stuff, but he's obviously learned and picked up all of the all of the interesting stuff that Oppie and Francis have been working on. And he may not have their fancy degrees, but he's just as smart. And he has, you know, a better... Oh, it fucking moved. Ugh, I hate when it... Whoa! You know. Can I actually get that? He's got a better outlook than the both of them. Can I pick it up, or did I just destroy it? Ooh. This is exciting. I was trying to get closer to one of the instability things. But it says gateway too close. Rude. Why can't I get close to it? Oh shit. Alright, here we go. Can we just drive in the swamp? Whoa. And not get electrocuted to get to the gateway? We're gonna try. We're not gonna go very fast. Alright, let's go. You guys see what I'm trying to say about Tobias and Francis and whatnot? Whoa there. Okay, everybody calm down. Okay, we gotta go up this way. It would help to turn on my fucking lights. That's a little bit better. I was like, I can't see anything. Whoa there. Okay, we gotta go. Oh, we gotta go. Good thing this bridge is here. Okay, we're good. Okay, we gotta go. Ow, fuck. I didn't see what was there. Probably a boulder. We got it. We're good. We're making it. I'm so glad that wasn't acid. We got it. Home, here we come. Oh. Woo! Yeah, baby.
Interesting thing about that deep zone area you identified. I ran every coordinate in that area through the ARDA database, and what turns up? But access logs with entry records for Dr. K up through March 1963.
What? No, the doctor died in 1961, and then the lab accident.
So we were told. Then, I found access logs for both that deep zone site and Red Meadow. Years and years worth of activity.
The Red Meadow Research Facility? But it was demolished the same year. After the structural damage caused by the... lied about that too, didn't they?
It appears so.
So stuff even Oppie didn't know.
A visit. If Dr. K didn't die that day, I'd like to know what was keeping him so busy.
So would I, but do we have time for this? We don't know how long the driver's got with that remnant.
And that's why we need this information. Whatever Dr. K was doing relates to all of this. It may be the key to what lies at the end of the road for the driver.
I... agree with you. God, I hate saying that.
Driver, I've marked the Red Meadow facility on your route planner. Head there whenever you're ready.
Y'all need each other so bad. Alright, let's do the montage. Cue it up. Aha, got a little guy. Wait, that was Spanish. Oh yeah, we got the armored bumper and the insulated bumper. Relightable flare, so we can fix stuff. So does this give me more guesses? It kind of goes off though. So we fixed the headlight problem. Nice. Now we have all steel everything. Oh my god, we got the Scooby-Doo. I don't have any green paint. Oh my god. It's ugly as fuck, but I love it. Well, you definitely won't lose our car anywhere. That is hilarious. I love that. I mean, I hate it. It's fucking hideous, but it's hilarious. Alright, well. Let's keep on keeping on, shall we? Oh my god, it's so far. We just gotta make it up there. So we just gotta do a bunch. This is gonna be the thing where we have to go there and then come back in order to create a route. Yeah. So we're gonna have to go here, come back, because then we figured out the route, and then come back here, the route will be open, and then go. So, alright guys, load up on your snacks. Let's do it. Things are so far. Our car's doing good, though. I'm gonna giggle every time we get to this fucking car, though. And we fixed the headlights. Nice. Alright. Nice. I'm so glad that's not gonna happen anymore. That was the most annoying quirk, because it's like always when you're in a panic, you need to like turn the steering wheel on one or the other. It turns off, I swear, more than dims, but whatever. It's fixed, so it's not gonna do that thing anymore, which is so nice. Yeah. Alright, now we gotta figure out our way. We have to like get there one at a time. Okie dokie. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Take the bunny. Kind of, kind of, kind of. Oh, I think it took the bunny. Look like a psycho. Yeah, we're not doing very good. See an anomaly? Kick it. Evade. Staple anchor. Something have me? Fucking bunnies. Ah, don't take my car. Get off. Off. For all your trouble. They have electronic parts. Fuel. Because this will be 2. I like that they're super radioactive, but we still pick them up with our bare hands. There it is. There it is. This will get us back to the garage, which means that the pathway out of here will open up. Alright, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Yeah, baby. Take me to the light. Yeah. Oh, my whole car is fucked.
Ah, you're playing chicken with the zone. This won't work in your favor, but by all means, give it a shot.
Shut up, Poppy. Poppy. I don't know why today I'm just Poppy is her fucking name. Shut up, Poppy. Just because you're bitter doesn't mean I am. Nice. Oh no, it takes my paint off. Okay, well that makes sense. So the peculiar things I can't fix, it was cool while it lasted. We should be good to go now. So, we must have opened up a path from this one outward. So I believe we can do it now from this E2 section. So let's do it. And this is the one we unlocked. Yep. There's... Oh, there's a tape, though. Hey, hold on. As I drift again. There's a tape. And then there's, like, an exit path. It's in the complete opposite direction, but it's worth it for the tapes. Because they give us, like, information. So let me loot the town, get the tape, and be on our way. Oh, it's a charger. Ooh, I should do that. Yeah, baby. Nice. All right, let's get to the tape. Nice. Story. Mysterious.
Here's what we know. Over 50 years ago, in November of 1946, Dr. Ophelia Turner was 27. She had recently returned home to the Olympic Peninsula to lick her wounds after a failed stint in academia. In a fit of obsession or redemption, or, quite frankly, both, she cobbled together a laboratory in her basement and produced the first limb wave on nothing but a killer hunch and plain ingenuity. Or so the story goes. It's never clearly stated anywhere what limb waves and limb technology really were. It's all vague claims and wild theories, dreams that border more on the mystical than the scientific. What we do know is that limb stood for unlimited frequency. Radio waves, once souped up and modulated just right, supposedly enabled the control of matter in a way that modern science both back then and now could only dream of. After Dr. Turner's discovery, she and a few friends, scientists and PhDs all, toyed with limb in their garage labs for about 4 years. The local police and fire departments start making regular house calls, spurred on by increasingly disgruntled neighbors calling in about incidents that seem to grow larger and more disturbing as the years go on. After one too many reports, the federal government takes notice, and thus begins their severe interest in limb technology. The next part happens quickly. In 1955, the United States government seizes not only the physical area where Dr. Turner and her scientists live, but the entire concept of limb technology. The area is at first evacuated under the pretense of safety, but quickly commandeered by the government. They establish a brand new department called ARDA, Advanced Resonance Development Authority, which was to be headed by Dr. Turner herself. Over the next 15 years, the government expands the zone's borders. They clear out civilians as they go and erect massive 500-meter walls to keep out an increasingly curious public. The zone started in the northernmost tip of the peninsula, then expanded outward twice, once in 1961, again in 1967, to the outer perimeter we see now.
Oh. Why is that an optional tape? I feel like you need to know that. Get that stable anchor energy, baby. She's giving some really... Like, she's doing her homework, this lady. On the radio. Okay, it's pretty flat from here, so I think we can just go. Even if we're not on the road, per se. So, we finally got what ARDA means. So, and limb. Unlimited. Interesting. So, she made it. Perfected it in her garage with a bunch of friends and co-workers. And then the government took interest in it, obviously. Took her entire home area. So the Olympic Exclusion Zone, this area was where she grew up. They took it, took over it, and made her head of all of the... Whoa! Whoops. Made her head of the program they were running. And then, obviously, shit got real. It got out of hand. And they abandoned the project and abandoned ARDA and abandoned Ophelia Turner in the home that seemingly became a prison. She's stuck here with the consequences of her work. Fucking bunnies, get out of here. Woo! She doesn't seem happy. But I think she would rather stay here than run away from the past. So maybe not so much a prison. What's happening? Oh. Yes, I'm aware that my car is unstable, thank you. I'm debating whether or not we should get this anchor. I'm kind of headed straight for it. Oh, we're gonna fly. There's no way otherwise. Eee, maybe right to it. Right to it. Yeah, baby. Nice. I won't turn off the car for this. Excuse you. Get the fuck off. No, 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 no. Don't roll back. Don't roll back. Don't roll back. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, there's that. Might as well. Oh, well, waste of a flare, but whatever. I was gonna use the flare to dismantle it, but it's fine. Alright, we're close to the exit here. It's right up to our left. I realized that was an oxymoron. It's right to our left. The question is... No, it's not up the hill. Okay. It's straight ahead now. Kind of. Where's the road? There it is. There we go, we found it. Alright. I did a fair amount of looting, so I'm okay to leave these houses behind. I want to get on to our story. We're starting to actually get, like, definitions and... Not my tires, thank you. Definitions and explanations for what happened here. So I want it. Yeah, we can make it to the Red Meadow. We're getting far. We're getting far up the map. Oh, yeah. Oh, and the light went away. What the heck? So, a bunch of anchors and stations and stuff, but that's where we need to go? Alright, well, let's go.
Oh, jeez. You know, I remember Red Meadow like it was yesterday. You up to your eyeballs in paperwork. Francis coated in chalk dust from the blackboards.
You mistaking my lab notes for a trash pile and throwing away weeks of work.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see it again.
They bulldozed that facility to the ground. There's nothing left to reminisce about.
Ma'am. That seems like acid. Rotten egg? Ew. They explode. Not on my car. Oh, it's acid. Yeah, that wasn't good. Exploded on my car. Yeah, the more further into the zone, the more toxic this shit gets. So, thank God for the handbrake. Oh, and my pinky that can do it. Okay. So we don't
regret all this.
From the very second I heard your voice coming through my speakers.
He meant you. Yeah.
Everything that happened here. Handing over Lynn. The way the project ended.
Handing over
Ellen, your career. The entire
her husband.
Olympic Peninsula. She's still here.
So are you. You chose your urban legends over everything else.
You wonder if I regret it?
Oh, I have no interest in regret. I want to know if you ever felt that leaving was a real option.
After everything I've seen and heard and felt here? No, not a chance.
Then we have that in common.
Nice. I mean, if you chose to stay here, he knows that he chose that, right? What's the use in regretting it? And I feel like it's the same thing with, like, Chris and Leon in Resident Evil. Like, once you've seen... That is so blocked. Once you've seen all that you've seen, I mean, how do you go back to living a normal life, right? How do you, like, once you've seen, like, the weird anomalies that happen here and the weird, like, creatures and
How's Francis?
stuff.
He hasn't left the bedroom.
I'm sorry you didn't know about his demotion. It wasn't my secret to tell.
It's fine. This is between him and me.
Oh, is everybody kind of making up? See, she cares about them. They care about each other. They're all they've got. So, you know, I'm not surprised. Oh, it's very radiation here. You know, they act salty towards each other, and Francis and Oppie especially, but at the end of the day, I mean, if there were nobody else here and it was just each of them alone, I mean, they'd be so much more miserable. They stayed because they wanted to, but they also stayed because of each other. We're a little low on fuel.
What did Alan tell you about his work? He was second in command of Dr. K's lab.
I thought Alan was her husband.
Alan didn't discuss his work with me. Nor did I share mine with him.
Oh, never mind.
You were head of the whole stinking department. You must have known something about what their lab was doing.
If there was anything useful to be found, I'd have sussed it out already. Well, that's all I did after the accident. Try and fail to find any answers.
After the accident. Twisted Ember? Sap compressor. Impact hammer. I got one of those. Whoa. Oh, this is the thermosap crystals. We need like 60 of these to make that new workbench. Ooh. Should I go around and go looking for them? They're all over the place. I might should. We haven't seen a lot of these so far. And look, there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, we gotta do it. All right, we gotta farm these. What the heck? They just took out my fucking hammer. But it says sap compressor. Oh, I can take it. Tree candy. What the hell do I want tree candy for? It's not coal, but it's juicy. Says obvious note. There's a description that's both profoundly uncomfortable and yet impossible to unhear. What do we want these for? They're hard to get. They're hard to get off.
And this goes on for some time.
Lead shielding. So we can make the lead car here. The lead shielded armor stuff. So this is lead. It protects against the radiation. Oh yeah, we got lead platelets. Oh yeah, we're getting some stuff. We're gonna upgrade well when we get back. That must, if the lead shielding and stuff is here, that must mean that we're close to finding some like unstable, like the crazy ones.
Dr. K's lab has got to be here somewhere.
Yeah, I'll get to it. Ho ho ho. This is gonna be really useful. I see why we want the plasma cutter too, because this is killing my my scraper. Look like blood for a second. They're plants. We can use all the chemicals we can get. I think we have enough of those crystal shard things to upgrade the workbench. I think we need the crazy energy though, but it's fine. I've looted a lot of the houses, and not all by far, but enough of them to kind of get by. We need fuel, but let's get to the Or they want us. I haven't used the secondary gas can, so we should be fine. Alright, up we go.
Dr. K's access records were coded to the lab that used to be here.
I'm feeling less optimistic by the second. Not a scoured this place clean.
Something's here. We just can't see it.
Oh, following a hunch. Not your usual MO, Oppie.
No, but being suspicious of Arda is.
Yeah, so they all kind of got an axe to grind with Arda. So we gotta find, what, a way out of here? Or a way into this thing? We don't need any crude bumpers. We got steel bumpers. Seems suspicious. Man, it's so dark. You can't see shit. Something over here. It's lit, but not quite. So these open. Ah, so we maybe need to trigger the power or the lights or something? Ugh. I can't, there's like no discernible direction. And there's no map, so I have no idea where I'm going, but we're just shooting in the dark. It's actually really scary. And I mean, nothing's come at us as far as like enemies go, but okay. This is shittier than the other flares. It's a flashlight that I can relight, but it has less light. I'm not a fan. I'm sure we can improve it, but it seems like we can somehow turn the power on or something. Like there's too much infrastructure here for it to all just be darkness. There's gotta be something we can do. There's very few sections here, so maybe it's worth scanning this. Nope. Just to say that, like, hey, it opens. Okay, let's check out the other side then. Ooh, this one is not blocked by anything. Oh, please don't do that.
Whoa, driver, hang on. Where are you going? That should have been the end of the facility.
According to the blueprints, anyway.
Ah, so this way. I'll drop the flare here. I regret dropping the flare. It's dark as fuck. I left my headlights on too, so that's not great. My battery's fine though. Alright, let's let me fill up the fuel can real quick. This is gonna take a minute. It seems like a very long tunnel. And I don't want to get stranded in here because it doesn't look like there's any spare cars, you know what I mean? Alright. Let's drive in that direction. So this seems to be the way to go. Let's also take the waypoint off because it's confusing me. I was like, oh, it should be this way. I'm like, that's just my waypoint that I set. So it looks like to get out, we gotta go, what, this way? Ah, look at this. There's a big hole in the wall. Do we enter a spaceship or what? It's like inside underground lab or something, or the wall. More walls. Oh, there's an exit. Oh yeah. What the heck?
Security protocol activated. Scan artist security credentials immediately.
What the heck? What is that?
Well, well. After all these years, an artist still has something to hide. We're definitely onto something now.
Driver, anything you find down there, scan and transmit it back to us. We'll work on disengaging the security protocol.
Okay. I'm down, fuck it. It's not like we...
Okay, there's something. This thing in the deep zone, they called it the well.
Oh, fantastic. Tobias, run those reports through the decryptor and see what you can find.
Oh, they're all on the same side now. They're like, new shit that we haven't seen from this place? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. See some plasma. Oh my god, it got really dark. I regret my actions.
Oh, you'll like this, Tobias. Your remnant origin story, if you will.
Let me guess. You're about to ruin a good urban legend with a bunch of science.
Fine, I'll read this one myself. Nice work, driver. We'll review these and summarize our findings after.
Oh. This is interesting. Please don't electrocute me. This thing is so slow. Any lab data over here? Don't look like it. Looks like lab data up here, though. That's okay. There's lights over here.
These lab notes are complete gibberish.
What about these diagrams, though? It looks like he was trying to convey something.
You can admire the doctor's newfound art skills all you want. You won't find anything useful in them.
I can't see shit. It's really bogue when all the lights go out. I wish we had like a flashlight. The flares are fine, but like the fact that like our helmet doesn't have like a little light switch is a little stupid to me. Well, I'm in the water. I don't know if that was a great idea, but... Oh, that's a dead end. How do we get around? So we need, like, over here. Maybe I should drive. I should drive. Alright. Yeah! Because we need to get to, like, that middle one right there. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. I'm on like the edge, like partly in the water. Okay, well, it's fine. Goodbye, impact hammer. Ow.
This is a decrypted record of the accident. Oppie, are you sure you want to hear this? It's got details about Alan's final moments.
It's been over 30 years. I'm past ready. Go on, driver. Keep snooping and see what else you can find.
We're doing it. Maybe I shouldn't be destroying all the plasma first. You know what I mean? How do we get to this middle section? Ah, here we go. What the heck? Ugh.
Alan's lab notes. Maybe my late husband sent us something useful from the grave after all.
It is her husband. Okay, that's what I thought.
And you're all clear.
Give us a moment, we'll let you know what we found in all this data. And make your way back to the auto shop after you're done scouring the place. And driver, thank you.
Oh my goodness. I guess that's all the things. Drive to stabilized access road. Okay. Well, we can get out then. So there was an accident. It shut everything down, and it killed her husband, and it was he was a part of it. So where was that tunnel to get out of here? I think. Did I not scan that one? I think we got it. Was it this, or is this where we came? Oh no, it's this. Alright. Nice. This will get us out of here. Oh my goodness, it's so bright! Oh, let's definitely get this, though. I think we have enough for the advanced workbench, but... What the heck? Why can't I get up here? It's a wall? Bullshit. Why would they put one here that I can't get to? There's an invisible wall here. That sucks. Why would they put something here that I can't get to? It must be a glitch. I think we have enough anyway, but I mean, it was there. Well, that's annoying. We don't need those anymore. We're in light time. So, alright. So they're gonna analyze this data. I assume when we get back to the shop, they'll be like, oh my god, listen to all this shit. We're pretty close to the access exit. I'm trying to keep an eye out for any more of those red things. We're doing good so far. Like, items-wise, we haven't really, like, had too many instances where we ran out of stuff. Now that I understand, like, it's better to just take a door off than to repair it with the putty and use the putty for the road. So far, so good. Oh. We want to go here? I thought we wanted to go back. Okay. We're going. Drive to the stabilized access road. Return to the auto shop. Oh. So this is just to get...
Driver, you hit the jackpot. We've got a lead on what you're heading toward in the deep zone. Tobias, give us the rundown about the well.
ARDA classified it as a hotspot of ultra-high energy gamma radiation. Its eruptions were spontaneous, and ultimately ARDA made no conclusion about what caused it, when it would blow, or how destructive it would be. ARDA, of course, wanted to control this bottomless well of energy. So they brought in Dr. K and Alan to research activation and containment. They discovered a way to reliably trigger the well, and that was the remnants.
And that's what the remnants have been leading people towards. The well.
The well. Uh-oh.
This second report's a good one. Ready to hear where the remnants came from?
Yes, please.
The original remnants were created in Dr. K's lab. They aimed to create a trigger for activating the well by infusing objects with a carefully calibrated limb wave, the ones that shared a resonant frequency would...
Yeah, just get to the good stuff.
You know, you'd be a much better ghost hunter if it weren't for that unfortunate attention span. Reading this makes it obvious how the remnants ended up in the wild.
Wait, what? How?
The gamma ray surge that caused the mass hallucination event. That energy irradiated everything within a 10-mile radius. Objects with the right characteristics absorbed that energy and became the remnants people found out in the zone.
Wow. Francis would get a kick out of that one. I'll tell him later.
I was gonna say, Francis is missing all of this amazing discovery that's happening. So if I'm understanding correctly, ARDA created the remnants.
I've reviewed Dr. K's lab notes. Now
Specifically
we know what he
Dr.
was doing
K.
in that lab after the accident. Spinning in circles for years.
His injuries were real. Dr. K's radiation exposure should have been fatal.
And the minute he could stand on his feet again, ARDA shuttled him right back to his lab and bid the monkey to dance.
They allowed him to carry on in the hopes that he would reproduce anything useful. He worked for 2 whole years before they quietly retired him from his post.
Sorry we scrambled your brain. Here's your pension. Bye.
Wow. That sounds very okay, hang on. I need to do my battery.
You've got that accident record ready, Tobias? It's time.
Okay, then. September 14, 1961. ARDA's finalized report on what happened that night. Dr. K and Alan were testing the activation potential of lab-created remnants. That night was a run-of-the-mill remnant test. Nothing out of the ordinary. The remnant in question was a tungsten cube.
At 3:23 a.m., the cube was brought towards the well. The well reacted at nominal levels. However, at the 500-meter distance, the cube was sucked into the well and triggered the gamma ray surge. The energy output continued ramping up, and at 15 seconds, showed no signs of stopping. Then, Alan...
Go on. I can handle it.
Dr. K testified that Alan engaged the suppression protocol, then the kill switch, both of which failed. Dr. K ordered Alan to get to safety, but Alan insisted on staying at the controls. Only when he flipped the radiation polarity did the energy output plateau, then collapse back into itself. Ellen's gamma radiation exposure was fatal due to his proximity to the well. If it weren't for him, the entire zone might have gone under.
That's who Alan was. Loyal until the very end.
I'm sorry, Oppie.
I'd expect nothing less from him.
Damn. So he sacrificed himself to save the collapse that would have taken everything out.
Once that car gets to the well, we can expect another gamma ray eruption. We'll need a way to cut it off. And I may have found the answer in Alan's lab notes.
If only he included the wife.
Suppression technique is...
Together, they maybe could have prevented.
What's interesting is Dr. K and Ellen didn't know any more than we do now.
Oh.
They had no conclusions about what the well is.
Or what the remnants did. Or how they interacted with this well. Maybe they're ladles that scoop out a metered amount of gamma radiation. Maybe they trigger an eruption that we can't stop and will destroy the zone if we get it too close.
That's a hell of a range. What are we going to do?
We keep going.
But if it's an eruption...
I already sacrificed the Olympic Peninsula once for Limtech. How many chances for total and utter fallout does a girl get in her life, huh?
In another life, we would have made a fantastic team.
In no universe would I not have murdered you in your sleep.
There's that. Oh, the struggle is real to get to this damn... Oh, boy. Yeah, we're a little hurting with the car, but... Oh! It's okay. Don't slide. No slidey. We got it. We're close. I'm like trying to read and like understand what's going on. I turned their voices up. I wish I could hear better. Woo! We did it. Holy smokes. Oh yeah. Tell me more. Corrupted energy, that's the one I was trying to think of. It's like not unstable.
Now we go into the deep zone. Easy peasy.
Except for the issue of the old wall.
Right, yeah. That. You got some genius idea up your sleeve, huh?
Is that how you think it works? That scientists conjure up genius at will?
Well, yeah. Do you?
Well, in this case, I do. But don't expect it to work like that every time. Driver, the quarantine checkpoints will be the best way through the old wall, but they're death traps in their own right.
Oh.
But I designed something to help. Check out the blueprints I sent over.
All right. Deep zone crossing. So we got to go even deeper. And holy smokes. So they caused the remnants. I mean, so Oppie, her husband, and Arda formed by the government off of her work and the work they did together. All of this is their fault. The remnants, the... It's not showing up. The game's like, please leave me alone. I'll repair it. I'll repair it next time. Let's focus on story here. So all of this is their fault, essentially. Francis is one of the people that was working on it in R&D. Oppie created all of it. Her husband created all of it. They took her husband after he allegedly... No. So Dr. K, after he got into an accident, they took him, because he was actually still alive, and once he recovered, they put him right back to work. They took him and then Alan, her husband, Oppie's husband, to work on a secret project that quite literally blew up. But in order to save the zone and everyone else in it, including Oppie, Alan sacrificed himself. And Arda lied about all of it because everybody was told that they were dead for other reasons. So that Dr. K had died even though he hadn't. That there was all this secret facility, this stuff with the well and the remnants that came out of Dr. K's lab. All of this was kept hidden even from Oppie, who was the proprietor of it all. A limb shield.
Anomalies took up residence in the crossing points. It's not enough to have a shield. The shield itself needs to be shielded.
Oh.
The energy drain on that shield is massive. It won't last you more than 5 seconds.
Francis!
Yes, and?
You'll need to recharge on the go, but the deep zone's grid is completely dark.
You know, what if we could reroute our power into the deep zone? But we'd need to jumpstart the network somehow.
That car is basically the world's most overpowered electromagnet on wheels. The driver induces a current, then you open the electrical floodgates.
Boom.
They'd have to induce the current the entire way through the old wall while making the crossing and maintaining speed.
Oh.
I don't know what to tell you. If you don't believe the driver and that car's got what it takes by now, then go back to hunting ghosts. We've got a job to do here.
This
Come on,
could
guys. Come on.
work.
We're working
You
together.
in, Francis?
I don't know.
Look, we have a real chance of losing everything at the old wall. I'd like to not fail this far along.
How can we know this will work?
We don't. That's how science works. We form a theory, and we test it, and we fail. And fail, and fail, and only sometimes do we succeed.
But you always
Come
keep
on,
going.
Francis. Please?
Fine. I'll do it.
All right. The team is assembled.
Yeah.
Driver, get on with building that limb shield. We'll work on spinning up the power grid in the meantime.
We got the band back together. And I like that nobody acknowledged that Francis came back on the radio. Like, Tobias was not like, oh, hey, buddy. And, like, he just spoke on the radio. Does he have a radio in his room? He's been listening. He has to have been listening. He's too curious not to. So let's craft the limb shield. Also, advanced workbench. We can do it. We need steel sheets, but that's easy. Oh, yeah. I really want to do this. Let's do this first. Steel. There's the limb shield. Steel sheet. We need 4 of them. My God, look at the scrap metal. 2, 3, 4. I got it, Mr. Machine. Advanced workbench. Yeah, baby. We can make better shit with a better workbench. You know what I mean? Fancy workbench. Nice. It looks exactly the same, but cool. A circuit board. Okay. So, store items for you in the car trunk. Limb shield. Oh. Okay. Thing is massive.
Nice work on that limb shield, driver. We'll have the power grid prepped by the time you reach the old wall.
Yes, ma'am. Let's put away all of our shit too, because we have a bunch of these. Put this in the fax machine. Holy I thought it was a shredder. They just give random messages. The last one was in Spanish, which is awesome. I like that it just randomly does stuff. Nice. All right. See if it worked. Oh my God, it did. They're fixed. Steel door. Well, that's much better. Because now we don't have to worry about repairing shit all the time. And it still has my decals on it. That's great. Alright. So let's do this. I was like, I'll repair the car later, and here I am repairing the car. So we got a panel. So that'll fix both of those. Oh my goodness. Repair putty. Rubber. Food. Headlight. And a steel panel. Okay, well, yeah, I will repair the rest of the car later. Looks like we definitely need some. But, whoa. So a lot of story in this episode. I'm actually very interested in what is happening now. So Arda lied to all of them. They're all in the same boat. And they're just kind of bitter after being with each other for, what, 13 years? Is what they said. So, wow. Okay, well, this got very interesting very fast. I hope you guys are following the story as I am. I'm glad to see them come back together, like Francis's stuff. And, I mean, Francis and Oppie are going to have to make up at some point. Obviously, you need all three of them. They all have different minds and different ideas, but they work together well, even if they drive each other crazy. And they've all been here long enough and seen enough shit where, like, at this point, like, the past doesn't matter anymore. Like, they're stuck there. They've been living in it for decades. This is their chance to get some answers and be able to finally move on. Whether that's, I don't know if they can leave the zone, but they can at least cope with each other and kind of, I don't know, they seem like they've all been like waiting for something to happen or just existing in kind of this perpetual limbo of like trying to forget the past but also not moving forward. And they've all been like stuck and not talking to each other. And Francis and Tobias have been kind of working on things here and there, but Oppie's been largely all by her lonesome. And now they have a chance to kind of figure out what it was all for, what went wrong, and actually get the truth for themselves. They've obviously had pieces of the truth. A lot of it has been obscured from them or has just been a straight up lie. So I hope they finally get the resolution that we're like driving towards, quite literally. You know, I feel like we're starting to get some of those answers, like what Arda means, what limb technology means, like the devastation that it was here. This was her home. All of those are details that like I'm appreciating now, because I was like wanting to know like what is the deal, like why are they all stuck here? Obviously they stayed here, but like why stay? They knew the consequences, I'm sure, at the time, that like once you leave there's no coming back, and if you stay there's no getting out. And they made that choice very consciously. So Tobias, we understand why now. Francis and Oppie, we now understand why. I think Oppie and Tobias, we know more why they stayed than Francis, but I think Francis was there for the research and stuff, and he had nothing else to go to. And I mean, I would say you could say that for all of them. They all had nowhere else to go. Tobias doesn't seem like he had like many places to go, but he would have always found a way to make it work. He's such a positive person. Francis is the opposite of that. He doesn't really have a lot of self-confidence and doesn't feel like he was worth it, and he doesn't have anything to show for it. He can't prove what all the work that he was doing here, all the research that he was doing here. A lot of it was theories that never got their chance to be proven in one way or another, except for, you know, now we're starting to see some of his technology work, and I feel like he felt just as worthless and would be just as worthless to have his record show absolutely nothing, because all their work was top secret, so there was nowhere else for him to go. So maybe that's, I mean, I guess that's the reason for Francis. And then Oppie, this was her home. This was everything. This is the only place she's been. It's the home where she grew up in, the home of her technology, and the home that collapsed in on itself because of that technology. And her husband died here, and everything she had was here, and she's not gonna leave that. I mean, maybe at the end of this, if they can kind of resolve the mysteries for themselves and resolve the lies that Arda gave them and that they've been living under for so long, maybe once all of that is resolved, and if we ourselves as a driver could figure out a way out of here with their help, maybe they tag along and then they get out, or we all die in the wall, or the driver stays and is like cured, and because we're cured we like can like help them figure out what's going on, and a new chapter awaits for exploring the weirdness of the zone, the Olympic Exclusion Zone, something like that. I don't know. If you guys are excited to see what happens next, find the well that we so need to get to, check it out in this episode here. And if you guys are interested in seeing some of the live that we just did Soma and completed it, check it out over here. And I'll see you guys next time. Keep on driving. Let's put the pedal to the metal, folks, and keep it going.